have something. Yeah.
And now you're stuck with the snowball level 1, so Team Secret should try to abuse that. They also did not block the big camps. They can pull that, push the lane, pull it back. They also have Fisher to block people off. Like, this top lane should be really, really good for Team Secret. The Shadow Strike, second time came in. That's when you know things are not really going well.
Patch has finally got the bottle coming out though. Regen on the horizon for him.
Damage has been done. 25-15 on Queen of Pain.
That's right. And this was, of course, this was something that they picked into.
They picked into, yeah, they knew the matchup.
Yeah. But no surprises to be had. I mean, maybe they were like, well, I mean, I don't know if they would have thought that there was a potential for like the Quap to be some more Quap and DP to be mid, but I would think not. That's very unlikely. Not to know that it would have been mid on the Queen of Pain.
Nisha has more denies than the enemy carry has. Not gonna. Mad, he's like Sonic Waves, not enough to take him down. If it was you, you'd probably just pop it, right? You're like 6 times 3 minus 4 equals a kill on a Batrider. Yeah.
Maybe he accidentally cancels his TP.
Under attack.
Yeah, maybe they added something that stops the TP. And that would be the patch note. Stop lane.
Oh no, Scam. They're running it down. They've got the burst. Sonic out. Scam's out.
The opposite of Regicide.
Quick kill for Nisha as he's ready to use this fantastic amount of farm levels that he's been picked up in that free farm mid.
Yeah, level 7 Arcane Rune TP, so he's gonna have another ulti in 70 seconds. I don't know how
He's going to be able to find the 3 of them in return, so they'll take that one. OB Neon, 3 for 1, absolutely.
well, not too bad of a trade. Yeah. Like that edict, it's maxed out, a lot of overtime damage. Scam TPs to the bottom lane, they don't have too much damage, and there's no Leshrac around, but he will, you know, deal some.
Can get a bit more of that going, especially if they're able to bring in the Oracle in time, keep Lesh alive. And we'll be able to close that gap as Nisha
Invisibility.
be able to grab that rune. Jopaj and play hard.
Oh boy.
All of it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Pressure the Lesh is too much for the bottom tower. Yeah. Able to take the tier 1 at a very good time there. 8 minutes in. Zai, he's moved up to the top.
He's ready to go.
Looking for an easier kill, looking for John well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Thunder in,
attack.
and the follow from Matu and Yamsel. Go out for the secret. Lost the tier 1 tower, bottom, but they're going to try and push up with the tier 1 top. Death, remaking moves over to the mid.
Forcing Blip out of Team Secret, so they're not gonna have that for a long time. Batrider in the jungle, trying to recover. They made a couple of stacks for him to work towards that boost of travel. There's a big difference already. 1k gold lead for Queen of Pain. Going into Orchid. It was such a good Queen of Pain pick here, because you don't care, they don't have enough lockdown, you don't care about pass rotations, you can blink over the shards, you dominate the lane like this. They pick
Make a hell of a power
Batrider into Queen of Pain, which is pretty bad, and now like Queen of Pain can cut into backlines, find Oracle, especially with the Orchid done.
It's mid. On a poke at Death, but Death has got drawn by Lamb play hard right behind it. Death, in fact, he's just running up to the high ground again. He wants to get in on the action. Extra TP's coming in for Secret. Goes up pretty far. He'll be fine. Feeling very confident in the back of his Oracle. Remove any sort of debuffs that the Secret do throw out at him. It's making space for Scam down bottom, as we see Scam with a build, going straight for the Ags.
This one's, it's a great build, of course, but it pays off if you manage to farm it out. Royal Jelly and the Chiplet found. See over in the river.
The high ground with the stone will play hard. Trying to get in on the front lines of it all, but Nisha and Zai, they're able to turn and play hard will die for this.
Excellent.
They didn't even use the Rolling Thunder. He should also have a really good time on a Pangolier. The only pretty much ability you need to care about is like Flaming Lasso once he gets the Ether Lens. Other than that, you're fine. But it's gonna take time until he gets it, because I see what Batrider has queued up. Blink Dagger after finishing bots into BKB, Force Staff, and then he goes for Lens. Might change things around if Pangolier causes a lot of issues.
Patch on the hunt there. With some of that Monkey King. And walking into Yamso inside instead. And he's jumping over from the side. We had a push back Yopaj from the Sonic Wave. Rest of Neon trying to make that way over here. Yopaj can he his way out of this? He can't. The Swan will finish him off. Then, finding trades, chasing down Yamso with the Diabolic Key. He'll get one and return it over the side behind the back. Now he's stuck again. That's OB Neon. They'll take 2 for the loss of their bat. And again, they'll be happy with this. Each time that OB Neon's able to find the favorable trades and numbers.
Poppy, he stole the bottle.
No, he didn't.
He did. There we go. Oh my god. 650 gold down the drain.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower
someone
is
put it.
under
I don't know
attack.
what's going on. Like, I was not checking the tower. I was like,
No.
oh, is there a bottle?
Just a bottle? All right. Okay, so a little bit of a gold swing there.
Dire's top tower is
Oh,
under
he's
attack.
keeping it. I want to see like, if he gives it. 'Cause he's also gonna like, Zai's gonna beat me to refill the stolen bottle.
Oh my goodness, losing the bottle. How long was that on the floor for?
Oh, when you're asking too many questions.
Hey, I mean, because they weren't even near there. They were charging up all onto the triangle as secret, and then
But they were baiting. Like they were baiting with the bottle.
Wow.
Didn't really pay off.
A free bottle for Puppy. I've never seen that before.
He should probably give it to Earthshaker, you know, because Earthshaker consumes a lot of mana.
I
But
feel. Well, we'll get to see it. I mean, it's just been there's no one near it.
Yeah,
Who left
that's
the bottle on the floor? What it must have been, right? It must have been like the refill thing.
And
they passed over the bottle. Or
Oh,
they
look
think
at
they
that
passed over the
smile.
bottle, but they didn't pass it over successfully. They just dragged it onto the ground, and obviously none of them realized because they were making that quick move to try and get over and fight in the triangle.
I like the smile in the Absol's face. He's like, yeah, man, picked up the bottle, and then like realization that he's not gonna get it. He's gonna keep it for himself.
With that bottle, he really is mid lane. Echo Snap dropped down, death. Aggressively on that. Yapsa's going to get left behind. OB Neon. And the kill for them. A Jopaj, I mean,
He's recovering. He's recovering
really
nicely.
is. I mean, you can see maybe sort of the plan was to pick this sort of hero that, you know, then you, regardless of what you pick against a Quap, the lane's going to be rough because of the dagger spam. If you can pick a hero that you know that you can get back up using the jungle, making the moves, then it doesn't matter if you have such a rough time in that 1v1. And yeah, Jopaj just showing to pick it up perfectly after having to play that tough match.
He's level 14, Queen of Pain is level 11.
Yeah, he's destroying. Top lane, Jopaj getting the initiations. He's able to set up on design. Watch it up there, to mark down from the Juggerman. Solid way from the side. Nisha will be able to catch both John well and Death as they take down the two of them. This time round, Secret back on top of the trades, but the fight's not finished yet. It's already Neon. They can find more inside of the triangle.
It's still that Monkey is still king of this game. You know, once he gets that Aghanim Scepter, he's super tanky. He brings them so much team fight with the Wukong's command. Batrider can only use Lasso on one person, and Team Secret, they still have a ton of team fight left.
Dire's top tower is under
They also
attack.
have anti-combo. You know, you have Rolling Thunder, you can bounce people from the Wukong's command with the Sonic Wave. You can disrupt Rolling Thunder with the Fissure. There are so many things that could potentially go wrong.
Yeah, there's going to be people being thrown all over the place. Fights. Workers, not necessarily a benefit all the time for Secret. Maybe Neon. They're already making the moves up top, Nisha. Be careful, they do spawn entering this area of the jungle with that ward. Wait, just in time. Precious come in for Death. Charging in on them. Nisha just standing far too close. Nisha's gone. And the rest of Secret, they've got to run. Jopaj chasing down Puppy. Up to the tier 2 tower. As it
They thought Fissure is enough to keep him safe there, but does not manage to get out. Also gets stunned by a Leshrac. Gets bursted down.
I feel like we're seeing this in kind of both the games, even though they did get the winning game one, where Nisha, it feels like he's just not giving us the level that we're expecting from him. He's having a bit of a rough one.
Yeah, usually Nisha is the one who's in control, you know, making all the movements around the map. They will have 2 Blink Daggers, one down on Pangolier right now, one down on Earthshaker. He also found the Fillet, so it's going to help out getting that Blink Dagger. No Echo for 30 seconds, but should be up online for the next fight.
Radiant
They're making so many stacks on side of OB Neon.
Yeah, they're getting so much farm on that.
tower.
I mean, Jopaj and Scam. BKB on Scam. Once the BKB's done on Jopaj, they're just able to get in on this. Secret aren't going to be able to do much at all to hold them up. There's going to be a bit of time before Matthew's built up the sort of physical damage that's going to threaten these heroes through the BKB. As, until that point, Scam and Jopaj, they're just going to be able to charge down some of these squishy heroes. Nisha, he's got to be so careful every single fight. One stun, and he's going to get taken down each time.
He got slowed down so much. Like, it was a good timing on Orchid. He was dumpstering the laning stage, and now he's so far away from a BKB. He needs that BKB. They still have like 2 abilities that go through Magic Immunity that can stun him, you know, Walrus Punch and the Lasso. There's also Edict on top of that for some extra damage. So they need to be careful. 4K gold lead for OB Neon, down to 3. So that means it's 3.
Oh, at this rate, they'll soon be back up to 4, and there, yeah, you know, it's getting more and more. In these moments, the game's Secret, they're just not farming at the same pace that OB Neon is. Mid lane.
This Leshrac feels super tanky. A lot of synergy with the Guardian Greaves and Oracle ulti. Puppy drops the ult.
They're going to try and go in on the side. She's not able to catch it. They're down the balance, trying to get any further, so they'll be able to take down the Lesh on the front line. Now they'll turn over towards the Oracle. Snowball coming in towards the BKB's out. He's down his road and he's ready to fight back. The BKB, they've got to run. Match is going to the GPL. Pull it away, but it's 3 dead on Secret.
Almost 4 dead. Like, that was a clutch. Rolling Thunder from Zai, controlling John World in the back line. His ulti on the Leshrac, but then they're like, yeah, we don't need that. No, we're gonna just use it on someone else who gets caught right after. It's just so much damage. It looks like a good Echo Slam, but they were already at like half HP, needed to fall back. But the man this time around on Monkey King, like, he does not want to mess around. He understands understands like there's so much magical damage coming out from their heroes. I need that BKB.
Yeah, this Gyro is just too strong right now in these fights. They've got to run every time that Scam try and push on. Looks to be a solid start, taking out the Gaucho getting that jump, but the false promise is there, push the BKB, and at that point, Secret, they've already thrown out everything that they had to attack. They had to run Matthew, very lucky to get away with his life, but Zenith gets taken down as well by Scam. Now to the back of that fight, into the mid, Secret isn't going to be able to make the jump in time.
Just too much damage. They have a just scouting things out. He doesn't even have a lasso.
He knows the Puppy split from the team. Puppy trying to hide in the trees, but Yopaj, he's hunting, and he's found him. As Puppy, there'll be no escape for him. As Obinion floats across, and they'll take him down. Puppy getting the Roche, and an Aegis here for Scam. And another kill. 6k lead now for Obinion, and Secret just continue to fall further and further behind.
Lashrak is becoming so tanky. Guardian Greaves going into Eternal Shroud. It's like he's not playing Lashrak. You know what I mean? It's just like these items feel good still on the hero, and they need him this time around to be a bit more tanky. But it's more of a like I'm gonna be Underlord.
I mean, it's showing one of the excellent strengths of Obinion that heroes like this Lesh, they can pretty much put it in any of three of their positions. You never quite know where it's going to go or how it's going to be played. Nice, he's getting caught. They're just catching the each and every time. Over towards the mid, he's just got to run. Pressure's going to come in on top. They're going to have another round of Diabolic Edict in a minute.
Well, maybe it's time for Puppy to start thinking about returning that bottle. But like it's cursed. Like after he picked it up, everything went downhill for Team Secret.
I mean, we don't know what's in the bottle, you know. Maybe it's a little too strong.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, they're losing it a little bit here. Secret Obinion
is under attack.
having a great
Radiant
time.
structures
As they're
are
taking these tier
fortified.
2s. A bottle of poison, perhaps. Who's been drinking from? Bottom lane. Matu. He's trying to push it. It's easy kills. Yopaj. He's just got the number every time. You can't show him lanes against this Batrider.
He has boots of travel. They still have a tier 1 tower. Like Batrider is a really good hero against the Monkey King. Secret keeping, play hard. He just blinks out.
And it's just, you know, this sort of game, it just really shows how strong of a player someone like Yopaj is. He doesn't care about the matchup. He'll just kick his bat. Doesn't matter what it's against. Oh, that's nice. He doesn't care. The lane's tough. He brings it back. And now at this point, just having so much more impact than Niche is able to do with the Queen of Pain. They're taking the wreck. 24 minutes in. Obinion up to the high ground. What if Secret got the stumper?
And they're just taking the barracks. 19 gold lead. They have Aegis, SNY done on Gyrocopter. They can just go in on the mid lane. Connect with the creeps.
Phenomenal stuff here from Obinion. 18 to 13, 11k lead, a set of racks. What can Secret do? They've nearly got the BKB on Matumba Man, but even now at that point, you may be able to live with the BKB, but the question is whether the damage is going to be enough to actually bring down Obinion's heroes.
They still have that Aegis for another minute and 50 seconds. They should try to go and threaten the second tier 3 tower, possibly barracks as well.
Smoke up from Obinion, ready to try and catch Secret by surprise if Secret do try and make a jump outside of the base. Scam heads in, ready to bait the action with that Aegis. See what Secret can do. They weren't able to pull off anything at the top lane in terms of a defense. See if anything's going to be different this time around the mid. Tier 3 down, oh, Yopaj is in. Down for a minute. No buyback. But Superman gone. Zai as well. Misha. He's got his wing out. It's 2 cores.
This might be it.
I think it might be.
They don't have a Sonic Wave. Everyone's pretty much full HP, full mana. Gyro, he wants to die. Like he's like, I don't care. Give it there. You know, I still have 40 seconds left on that Aegis.
There's just nothing that Secret can do. As Obinion
has fallen.
having a phenomenal big game. Almost they're tapping out. It's too much for Secret as game 2 is going to go the way of OB Neon.
Radiant's bottom tower
You
is under
have to
attack.
give them credit for the way that they did this. Players in positions, heroes in positions that you don't expect, or at least you do not expect to be strong. You know, this Gyro, and then the mid-bat picked into Quap. You know,
They managed to make a comeback with all these stacks, and I think the most important part of this game was that giving the bottle away. Like, this is some, you know, Trojan horse type of a stuff. What's inside? He packed his nickname inside. There was a death inside for Team Secret. Just, you know, I might be trolling, but since they picked it up, everything really just fell apart.
I mean, to the point where in game 3, I think if there's a ball on the ground, Puppy's not touching it.
No, he's like, no, I'm good, bro.
A little too much. I mean, OB Neon, I mean, what is showing here in this game 2?
Everything just fell apart.
I mean, to the point where in game 3, I think if there's a ball on the ground, Puppy's not touching it.
No, he's like, no, I'm good, bro.
A little too much. I mean, OB Neon, I mean, what is showing here in this game 2? I mean, this has really spiced up the series now. It's 1-1 between the two of them. And I think Secret's going to be a little bit shaken up after that second game as OB Neon just completely stomped them from the mid-game onwards. It's 1-1 now between OB Neon and Secret.
Thank you very much, OD Pixel and Lacoste. Carry Gyrocopter. It works.
By golly, it works.
Carry Gyro, don't carry the bottle back, man.
Cursed bottle.
The cursed bottle. What the?
I can't explain it.
The moment Puppy picked up that bottle, they just fell apart. They just started playing in such a weird way.
Puppy's not allowed to have more than 500 net worth at a certain stage of the game.
Right?
The natural order of things has been disrupted.
It's, yeah, a very interesting game overall. I haven't seen Puppy and Secret be this synchronized. I don't even know how to actually explain it, because you saw that Queen of Pain plus Pango diving behind the tier 1s early on. Every time they get a kill, Queen of Pain dies.
Yeah.
It's not how Queen of Pain is supposed to be played, and
it's not how Nisha plays.
It's not how Nisha plays, and I'm certain that they know that, because Queen of Pain is a hero that if you die like that every single time you're going for a kill, you fall off so quickly. Batrider isn't the same. Batrider has impact throughout the game no matter what, because of that lasso, no matter how bad your game
Especially
is.
when your impact is critical, because Queen of Pain's responsibility that game was to deal, well, I mean, they're having a grand old time, but that was probably before games started going poorly. Queen of Pain's responsibility this game was to deal with Oracle. This fight, Zai dealt with Oracle, and not a moment too soon, because if he was able to get that false promise off, things could have gone much worse, and even then, the fight doesn't go that great.
Even then, the fight was bad.
And still, Radiant is just getting shredded by this Gyrocopter.
I really feel like Nisha had to be positioned a little bit better to take out the Oracle first in these team fights, and then you fight off of that, because if he does get that false promise, you can't fight. It shouldn't be Zai that's trying to kind of roll and get to him and clutch it out, because that was really clutching it. It was, if he rolls just a little bit off course, Oracle gets the ulti off.
It seemed that Nisha was struggling a little bit with the series. Do you think that this is up to... Is this Nisha's standard?
No, not even just the series. This whole tournament, like, I mean, he hasn't been playing poorly, but I mean, he hasn't... I don't think he's been, like, MVP contention for any of the games, which is fine. You don't have to. But for Secret, that's kind of rare for Nisha to not be a standout player, and especially for Nisha to be, like, this much of a liability. That's even more of a anomaly.
He also had a good matchup on that lane. That's why we saw Batrider later on, early on struggling, later on picked up everything, because even though he struggled in the lane, he got a couple of stacks, and then Nisha just died to him, blinked into the Batrider a couple of times.
Yeah, I was leaning your way for the draft. I was mainly just going Neon for my prediction because I wanted a game 3, but I thought that if they won, it was going to be off of like a Gyro Rapier at 60 minutes or something like that. I did not think that they would be able to shut out the game this quick.
They definitely did play their own playstyle still, and this is what I had in mind when I said Gyro kind of fits them, because they can be aggressive early on, they can make these moves. Did we expect this? 100% not.
Well, speaking of Yopaj, we have Yopaj as our MVP for this match, as the Bat Rider, as you mentioned earlier. Bat just having a constant just constant control in the game, just being able to lasso all the time.
After suffering so hard early on, he deserves it.
Yeah, and we kind of were skeptical on picking Batrider into a Queen of Pain, but I guess the justification that I had is they mainly cared about the lasso, and that was the big thing. Is Monkey King, even though Nisha wasn't having a great game, Matumbo Man also wasn't able to do a great deal of anything. He was getting caught out. Batrider with the BO3s was just following him around. You can't really feel like you're safe as a Monkey King in the trees because Batrider's just going to track you down.
Yeah, he had decent net worth. He was on top for a while, but like you said, Batrider plus Tusk combo just catching him too many times.
Well, do you think that Oracle had an impact on the match? I know that in the green room while we were watching, you guys were like, man, that Oracle, you need to take him down earlier.
Yeah, in the draft we were saying, oh, you took it out of the Death Prophet combo hands, so that it was more of like a denial pick kind of thing. But then in the hands of Neon, I think that they couldn't have been as aggressive as early on. Leshrek specifically would not have been able to get away with as much.
Gyro as well. Right?
Gyro as
like
well.
Gyro and Lesh, these kind of heroes love having Oracle, and that's why the teams in the Chinese region, you can see PSG LGD as well, you can see Vici Gaming, they like picking Oracle no matter what. It doesn't even have to be like a perfect game for an Oracle or a combination that's great with him. They just love the hero itself because it gives you a different way of playing team fights. You can just send someone out, bait that attack, and then continue with false promise.
Cool. Well, we did see some big genius coming out from Obi Neon, taking it to a 1-1. We will have a game 3, but we are able to have these game 3s because of our sponsors like Tumi. Take performance to the next level between Lizard and Tsunami over there. There is a Tahoe Finch backpack, and Lizard has said
It's
to
mine now.
production many times
sorry,
that he
Tsunami.
wants the backpack because he is a gamer on the go. He's going to be traveling all over the place, and the backpack is designed for freedom of movement and maximum utility for gamers on the go.
Feeling
If you want
utilized?
to find out more, you can follow Tumi at Tumi Travel to explore more about elevating life on the move. We will have game 3 after a short break.
Hello everybody! So right now we're at Orchardscape. Gonna be testing Singaporeans on how much they know about Dota 2 and esports. Are you ready? Let's go! Do you know about Dota?
I guess.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, no clue.
I got seen in the tournaments.
I only see in the Steam sometimes.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Yes, I play.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I play Dota 2.
But do you have any idea what Dota is about?
From what I know, Dota is a mobile game. It originated from Dota 1, which was a mod of StarCraft.
I think
no,
Warcraft.
Warcraft, yes, sorry.
Do you know what Dota stands for or not?
Defense of something.
Defense of the Armageddon. Armageddon artery.
Okay, I give you a clue. It's animal. Huh? Defense of the?
Animal.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not animal.
If my mom was apes, eh?
Do you know anything about esports?
It has a potential to be bigger than traditional sports.
It's like passion, but you can earn money from it, right? Is it like those tennis games?
Like the Wii.
Yeah.
So actually, Singapore is hosting the ONE Esports Dota Major. So what do you think about that?
I think it's quite really cool.
Alright. Don't bluff lah, you don't care, right? Dota 2 Majors.
HDB void deck. Now that COVID is around, sometimes people need to band together, you know. It's really very cool. I'm very happy to hear that actually. Quite proud of our country after all.
We can like train like the future of like, you know, gamers. So then we can actually win stuff if there's like major competitions and stuff like that.
I think that's cool, man, because Singapore can get the exposure.
I think that is very cool because like it would be a huge step forward for Singapore esports.
To me, I think it's about time.
It's gamer pride.
How much do you know about Dota 2 and esports?
Not much.
There's one coming in this year. I actually casted before. They fight for me $1 million, then two teams clash, right?
So Singapore Major's coming.
Oh, you know about that?
Yeah, of course. Super
Okay.
hype, man.
I'm just glad that it finally happened.
It's in Singapore.
Hey, I just said that. Do you know what the Dota 2 Major is?
Major? Study major.
That's RTC, Abu Dandy, Toenail, and Doggo,
And Kaya-san! What's up? Dude, we're such huge fans! Where did you get that skin? Whoa!
JBL presents The Sounds of Victory. JBL Quantum Gaming Headsets.
Pressure, frothing on the edge of taking every.
Welcome back, everybody, to the ONE Esports Singapore Major, which is featuring very, very, very famous game, Dota 2. Gentlemen, what does Dota stand for?
I'm going with Defense of the Apes. That completely have changed my outlook on how I look at this game. It somehow makes all of my pub games so obvious.
Or Defense of the Animals as well, as I have been called many, many times in my pubs. So.
Especially in Southeast Asian pubs.
Yep.
But the Armageddon is
We
inside.
went full circle.
Anyway, I'm very happy to see that we're able to still see some great content pieces, especially featuring Singapore, where the major is taking place. We got to see some cases with Shaver and Odie Pixel eating some great food, and now we get to see, that there are a lot of Dota fans in Singapore,
Yeah,
and people are excited for the Singapore major.
That was a fun content piece, actually. I like both of those. I don't know which one I liked more. Like seeing all the food kind of makes me angry and hungry at the same time. So probably the second one, but yeah, pretty cool.
Well, we have the next series, so maybe after the next series you can take a break and order some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the
Some
toast
double fish burger. Yeah.
Or like the crystallized, caramelized toast.
Kaya toast.
Kaya
Kaya
toast.
toast.
Kaya toast.
Kaya toast.
Does the English stream get that commercial?
I don't think they do.
Oh my god, you guys are missing so many good Singaporean commercials.
You can check out that commercial on YouTube.
In 4K as well.
In 4K.
Yeah.
But yes, Team Secret versus OB Neon. We were talking about such a great time, but these teams they're fighting for their tournament life
Secret
here.
is on the brink of elimination. That is a crazy thing to think at this stage in the tournament.
I want to know if anybody at all in the entire world had Team Secret in potential
Oh,
fifth
he's
place.
standing up.
Oh my god, look at
no.
him.
I feel...
Maybe he's sleepy. Let's analyze this. There's Heen.
Hide your PC
Is
parts.
Zai drafting now? He's like, you guys don't know what you're doing. I'll take it from here.
Definitely look very, very, very focused.
And
Yeah.
Matu is just...
Vibing.
Yeah, he's vibing. He's in his own little world right there. But man, after that second game, they can't be satisfied. They had a decent draft. The way they played, however, was not up to their standards. Let's put it that way.
And there was nothing like cheesy that Neon did. It was a very, very normal game of Dota.
Normal game of Dota. Maybe the bottle was the plan.
If anything, that should have helped Secret though.
That was like
they gave them a bottle advantage.
Right. That's like false confidence, right?
Exactly.
They have the bottle. They're up 650 gold.
And I mean, it's a major. We haven't seen too many ways of getting into the psyche of players. Messing people up, like tipping and voice lines, chat lines. We have seen all of this before. But giving a bottle, that's next level. That's only an SCA. Only an SCA. You give a bottle.
taking notes. They're like, oh, no, you're cool. Cool, just losing some gold, right? It's for the greater good.
It's just some gold. 650, nah, not a big deal.
OB Neon representing Southeast Asia, about to fight Europe for elimination.
Yep.
Both these regions are on the brink of elimination. And OB Neon is definitely considered an underdog to Team Secret. The ONE Esports Fantasy Pick'ems originally at the start of the day had 26% for OB Neon, and they managed to take a very convincing game off of Team Secret.
After the second game, I can just assume that those numbers would be a little bit higher. But yeah, Neon, in these two games, they didn't step centimeter away from what they usually do. They play completely in their comfort zone, in their play style. Secret in the first game tried to counter that and ban out some heroes, but Neon, and they managed to, but Neon adjusted so well in the second game by picking the Tusk early on.
Yeah, so what were the differences? So they picked the Tusk early on, so all those second phase bans on the Brawler 4 positions didn't happen. I'm not really still sold on Gyrocopter, but they made it look really good. So that was impressive to me. What else?
One thing that I mentioned earlier as well that we all noticed is that Neon does well versus Monkey Cores. Like when Monkey King is played as a position 1 versus them, they do well generally. And
why is that?
Games look easy. I'm not sure, but the playstyle that they have just doesn't suit a Monkey as position 1. That's how it feels, at least.
You mean Secret's playstyle?
Not Secret's playstyle. Like any team's playstyle when Monkey King is the position 1. At least that's how it feels for me.
Wait, no, explain that again.
Neon's playstyle?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Against
Monkey
King.
Okay. I got you. I think that's a product of how many group stage games they played. Because China was all about one position Monkey King. I think Neon got enough practice against it.
And they saw it played so many times. It's just
I think that, I guess the Leshrac also. I think you may need to consider taking Leshrac out of Neon's hands.
You're banning out what? Nature's Prophet plus Io or Nature's Prophet plus Puck? If you have the first 2 bans for Secrets, so if you have the first pick, I mean.
Right.
So I'm not sure you have
you think
the
Nature's
opportunity.
Prophet is that high priority?
I think Nature's Prophet takes priority over Lesh. Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe they'll give it a try, give it a go. They did manage to win versus Lesh in the first game.
Why would Nature's Prophet be a higher priority than Leshrac, who has just been proven to be very strong in the hands of OB Neon?
We have seen the same thing, right? Lash has definitely proven to be a strong hero in their hands, but same goes with the Nature's Prophet, even more so. And it's even more so flexible. You can play it on any position. On 1 and 3 is usually what they go for, and Scam just out-carries everyone with it.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like the Leshrac would be a higher priority, though, because they also flex that. And Nature's Prophet, I think, has a little bit less flex in Neon's hands. And there are answers to Prophet. We saw Liquid try Sven. I'm sure Nisha would be more than happy to play Mars versus the Nature's Prophet.
The key word that you just said there is we've seen them try. It's just that Nature's Prophet activates the full potential of this team because they like to be aggressive, they like to be chaotic, on your side of the map all the time, early engagements, and Nature's Prophet is the hero that loses the least when he joins those fights because at 1 second he's farming, in the next he's actually joining the fight. For sure.
I just saw one of those bans go out. It looked like it was on an Alchemist.
First phase.
Yeah. First phase ban.
I'm intrigued.
We've seen what's Virtus Pro win with an Alchemist one. I believe Secret as well won.
Yeah, but it has like a pretty low win rate this tournament. But I don't know, playoff win rate versus overall win rate, but yeah.
Also, off-lane win rate versus safe lane.
It's actually the same. I thought that it would be one lopsided, but no matter what role Alchemist in, it's like pretty much hovering around like 35%-ish.
Now, let's see if Obinion bans out that Enchantress once again. They've gotten rid of the hero twice now. Ooh, okay, Bristle. It's the only loss that they suffered, so...
Yeah, but first phase? You think Secret first phase of Bristleback?
Just ban the hero that you lost.
Just ban all 5 of them. Yeah. Now we can only win.
Do you think Team Secret will pick up Enchantress? Because it's been banned every single game since the first series.
Yeah.
Is that first pick material?
Unless this is like a game 3 strat, the Neon's like, we actually knew how to play against Enchantress the entire time. We just wanted you to make me think that we didn't.
They pick
know.
some Mirana or Doom and just eat the creeps. Let's see, that Prophet is still in the pool. If you're Obinion, you can still go for some Brawler, but you can leave it for the second pick, because Secret can't pick both, right? So picking that Prophet probably better.
Yeah, or
Nature's
Tusk.
Prophet.
Oh yeah, or Prophet.
They go with the Brawler instead. I mean, I don't mind it, I just feel like, it's fine. It's not like Team Secret is going to go Nature's Prophet, that Prophet.
Maybe they're worried about getting all of those bans on the brawlers out again, having to deal with that.
No, I like their Tusk first pick last game.
No, I mean they have 2 picks here. And,
right. There's a pool of 4 heroes that you gotta basically choose through.
It's fine. It's still alright. I think so far we've seen that Prophet suffer a little bit into the Tusk if a Wind Ranger is paired with the Tusk. So maybe Team Secret will never mind. They still go for it.
Instant Nature's Prophet response.
Yeah, for sure. This is so predictable coming from these 2 teams. Maybe from Team Secret now it's a bit less, but Earth Spirit probably. It's probable, but not 100%.
Well, you can go for the Enchantress.
What makes you so confident that they'll pick Earth Spirit as their second pick?
No, I'm not confident when it comes to Secret. I'm just thinking Enchantress or Earth Spirit sounds decent enough for them. It's their comfort zone. For OBNE on these 2 picks, I was like 70-80%. Okay, Troll. Makes a lot of sense.
Frequently played as a carry, but also available as a support. It's likely that won't happen, right?
Nah, there is.
If it was Neon picking the Troll, I would say maybe.
I feel like Neon is doing it for the memes at this point because
it worked though.
It worked once.
Memes can work.
In the league, it worked once because it was countered hard. Like he was playing into a Razor, which will be banned by Team Secret now. But the last time they lost with it. So the reasoning behind the Team Secret's Troll is Nature's Prophet and Tusk. Laning versus Tusk with tag team is so much easier when he misses 70-80% of the time. And same goes for Nature's Prophet. The 3-ends don't really bother you that much.
Yeah, and late game, Troll Warlord's gonna have a Battle Fury pretty much the entire time, so he can cut his way out of the Sprout.
OB Neon most likely now with the Oracle ban, Team Secret with the Razor ban, like we said earlier.
Gotta protect the Troll, and gotta make sure you can keep the Troll under control. I really hope they ban Oracle.
It's good with Troll, good with that Prophet, but we have seen teams let it go through. We have seen teams play against that Prophet and Troll, and we have seen teams even pick Troll and that Prophet and not pick Oracle. So it's basically team preference.
What kind of strategies do you think Team Secret will be looking at with the Troll? They haven't really, based off of the stats, I don't see a lot of Troll from Team Secret, and I know that earlier, Lizard, you mentioned that Troll is very, very popular in China. Is this like an adaptation of another region's meta, or is this...
Not necessarily. This is the major meta, and this is this is Team Secret pretty much responding to what OB Neon has got. Like this Prophet and Tusk can suffer a bit versus Troll. We have seen the Winter Wyvern though. Remember?
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's in Neon's wheelhouse, because that was a great solution.
John Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, LGD's Wyvern basically like ruled Troll out. Troll was like uncontested, like not even picked or banned after that first game.
That's an Oracle.
Yeah.
So I see you trying to.
Hey man, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
The screen is a little bit far away.
I was actually looking on the right side to see if that was the Shock ban.
Yeah.
And that is a ban in response to OB Neon doing well with it.
seeing.
Man, why you gotta call out my eyes for? I'm so self-conscious about my vision. Just
We're,
kidding.
Why aren't you wearing your
all that
glasses
way.
today,
I'm
Sumi?
wearing contacts today.
Yeah, so am I. We all played too many video games when we were young. We all need corrective lenses.
What is the last
My eyes
band?
are garbage. I just saw draft so many times that I kind of see the hero and I'm like, okay, that's it.
I remember
That's the silhouette that I remember.
Yeah.
on the first day, I was like, how are you guys able to see these bands? And then you're like, we memorized what the eyes look like, even with the big red
Yeah,
flash
no,
through it.
that's honestly what I use. The eyes are usually like a different color than the rest of the hero, and so like I can see like a faint blue wall like on Leshrac, and then well for him I actually don't use the eyes. Like for Razor I see like a little dark spot at the bottom, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be Razor. For Leshrac I see like a pink thing at the back, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be Lesh.
Yeah.
For Mars I see the giant beard, and I'm like, that's my boy.
Secret with some respect bands right here versus our SCA phenomenal prodigy team OB Neon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. With the Batrider band. Maybe they'll, yeah.
So with these bands coming out, who do you think Team Secret and OB Neon will be aiming to pick up?
Neon wants someone to deal with Troll. I like the Clockwork was one of the answers that LGD also had. It was Wyvern and Clock, I think. And as for Secret, they pick up a Coddle now.
Yeah, this is giving away that Prophet will not be the 5.
Yeah.
It's still possible, but not probable.
No.
We will have that Prophet on 5.
A no-stun support duo.
Yeah,
And
that Prophet on mid lane or off lane, and Coddle 5 with the Troll.
Yes.
There you go.
What's
this
the
is
yes for?
Well, I really enjoy seeing Spirit Breaker support. It fits Neon's playstyle, and with a Prophet, there is so much global gank potential.
Sumi, do you remember the Davai?
Yes, I remember.
You remember the Rambulan?
Yes, I
This is the
remember.
ultimate Rambulan and
Rambulan.
and Davai
Rambulan.
clashing right here, because you have heroes that are all in and they're actually able to go all in. You have support from your carry when you just charge in like a madman on that Spirit Breaker. It looks great. I'm liking this from OB Neon. Completely their playstyle, yeah.
For those of you at home who aren't able to see, Lizard was he was like giving himself fist bumps, pushing his fists together while saying Davai.
Yeah. That is it, my friend. The slave spirit lives on.
Yeah, exactly. They have been eliminated, but SCA, SA, all these.
I mean, if you NA guys can adopt SA,
Sure, yeah, you can take SCA.
we can take SCA, yeah.
I think that's in the global spirit of Defense of the Apes.
Defense of the Armageddon.
Defense of the Armageddon.
So tell me about what two roles are left for Team Secret as they're currently using all of their reserve time.
I think they just don't like Nisha on Death Prophet, or Nisha doesn't like playing Death Prophet, so I think they're going to be looking for a mid and a 4 position, and they get Yapsor, his Earth Spirit.
I think the chat was probably spamming this Osfrog Earth Spirit pretty much in one of the Yapsors at the moment, the strongest heroes, but oh my god,
They
I
get
love this.
Tusk Wind Ranger
I love this so
also,
much.
dude.
Okay, so one thing in SCA, Wind Ranger isn't that popular. Like in SA, we have seen many Wind Rangers. In SCA, not so many. But this.
Well, I'll tell you, we played Dota. We played 2 matches of
We
Dota
did?
yesterday, and both of them had Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
That was on SEA server.
Had some rough games yesterday. Let me tell you, there was the orange form Arcana Wind Ranger. Whenever that comes out, you're like, oh god, what am I getting myself into? Although PYW lost with it yesterday, so maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's not gonna be 4 though.
It's not gonna be 4. Yeah,
because
I hope
if you look at OB Neon, they're all already banning bad matchups. Like Queen of Pain is probably one of the worst for Wind Rangers on the mid lane, so they banned that out.
So what is the last role that both of these teams are looking for?
OB Neon offlane, Team Secret also offlane. Actually, no.
I think they're looking for a Nisha hero.
Because Nisha does not play that Prophet seemingly.
Yeah. And I also don't think that the mid lane matchup would be that great for Death Prophet. I think a Wind Ranger would do quite well against that. Just win run out of the Spirit Siphon.
With the Tusk help, 100%.
Yeah. So, mid lane matchup. How's Invoker? We haven't seen any Nisha Invoker at all this tournament.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. It's very difficult to play it. However, you're playing into
A lot of
the
global
Nature's Prophet, the
Spirit
charge,
Breaker,
the
yeah.
Tusk. But anything you pick on mid lane will be difficult for teams.
Yo,
Pugna?
Nia.
Has Pugna been played in this tournament at all?
I don't think so. And I was actually hoping to see more of this hero. I just.
First Pugna of this.
It's an
Oh, that's
amazing.
what you went the f, and I was like, oh no, sue me, not yet. You can't say that. You
the
don't have-
first.
The
The
first.
Pugna of the tournament.
It's an amazing Pugna game. OB Neon are always able to pick up squishy cores on position 1 and 3.
There's no reserve time for a secret.
Yeah, because they have these brawler types. Tusk and Pugna versus the Troll. I'm loving this. They go with the Lycan. Okay. Something to deal with the Purge, but...
Dude, I love this Neon
I
draft.
love Neon's
I
draft.
love
All
this
right,
Neon
gentlemen.
draft. This is gonna be so fun to watch. It's like Neon. I don't know. They've got some incredible chemistry after seeing the last game and game 1. Game 1 I was impressed. Game 2 was beautiful to watch, and this is going to be such a fun draft for
So
Neon.
we are going to the lightning round. Lightning round predictions. Your prediction, one word.
Neon.
Just Neon. All right,
Said
Lizard.
one word.
On.
All right, I will also go Neon
Hey.
because Divide.
That's a lot of
Hold
words.
on.
Hey, yeah, because of Divide. All right, let's bring in Lacoste and Odie Pixel to see what they have to think. Gentlemen.
You know, I've been very busy. I've been making memes, so like I.
Oh, I'll
think-
check Twitter, Lacoste.
Oh,
Let me
no,
check.
it's not on Twitter because
it's a fresh one?
it's a fresh one. Like it's straight out of the factory. Production helped me out because I'm a big brain behind it, but production, you know, is doing it. It's Trojan horse. You know, here's a bottle. Here's a free present, free stuff for you, Team Secret. They'll gladly take it. They took it. They got poisoned. I don't think Puppy will get nowhere near bottom
I
in
don't
this game.
think any
Like
jump items he's
if
running from.
Nisha's lane is not going well, you know, Nisha's like, bro, you gotta help me out. You need to refill my bottle. Pup's like, nah, good. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh my gosh. So what team do you guys have for this match?
I think after what we saw in Game 2, if Obi Neon's able to pull it off with some of the more unorthodox heroes in positions that you just don't expect to be good, I think that if they're doing it in Game 2 with that, I think they're going to do it in Game 3 with anything, personally.
EU's last hope. I'm standing, you know, strong with Team Secret. I think they got it. Like these heroes don't like to get ran at, and they have like Earth Spirit, they have Lycan, so should be a fun one. That's for sure.
All right, well, will Team Secret be able to clutch it out, or will the bottle strat from Obi Neon take over the game? Let's see in our final game of the set. Take it away, Odie Pixel and Lacoste.
Everything on the line here for these two teams in this deciding Game 3. And, I mean, Lacoste, what are you excited to see from both of the squads here? What's going to be hot?
What's going to be hot? Pugna, possibly. I just have to check. I think this is the first. They get their items, so having like these bulky boys in front is going to help out quite a lot.
Let's have a look at see how much that is able to get out of it.
Radiant's courier
And win
has
rate.
been
Bit of a hero that we're seeing all over the place. Yoke Patch, though. His mid performances have been insane. We could see some big stuff out from the Yoke Patch win.
Oh, for sure. Like previous game, he lost his lane stage real hard because of the matchup, but he managed to make one of the greatest comebacks in the mid lane, I think, throughout this tournament. Like, he's just been amazing.
You just, evidently, you just can't shut this man down. You'll always be able to bring things back, despite how rough it can get. Definitely take pressure onto Nisha to see if he's able to really have a bit more of an impact. So last game as well, just very much struggling. Bottom lane, they'll turn onto Yapzor. The tag team, good damage, but Puppy, block him off.
Tusk is strong in a tri-lane because of the tag team, of course. Not too much synergy with the decrypted bot. So they need to pull about this one. Nature's Prophet on the top lane, Scam, like, having this situation 1 versus 1 where you get level 6 faster, you could potentially just get a triple kill on the bottom lane with that level 6.
Those early movements can be incredibly deadly. You see us on the top lane. I mean, Skem's playing it perfectly in the 1v1. But again, an easier for Zai bottom lane. Trying to make moves up to play hard with the blast to Illuminate. Got the damage. First blood goes the way of Secret. Quite anything that could be done there. Death tried to press the Creme fight, but it's already too late now. That's going to be careful. Big blast coming in with the Illuminate's death. He's holding onto a Sao. A lot of aggression here from Secret's tri lane on the first level.
Yeah, these are some big blasts coming out from Puppey, connecting on multiple heroes. They have like 2 slows. They have also a stun, so they can set things up. Even though they're playing against like Tusk, who is really strong in a tri lane, I feel like Team Secret's tri lane is much stronger. They're doing a good job just blocking the big camp, body blocking it, so they cannot pull. And if you see Play Hard gonna do that one again.
The Tusk is always ready for a fight.
Look at these other 2 lanes. You see Obi Neon having the edge. Yopag.
Pull roots and run.
Looking for 6 against the 13 for Frost, slightly there, but this top lane, I mean, it's getting to the point where Zai, he can barely even lane it. I mean, he's getting nothing out of this. 17 and 11 against the 7 and 4. And that's a huge outplay from Skem.
I have bunches
You
for
have a bit more damage because the Treants, rather than the Wolves have much less HP than the Treants, and then you can just focus them down.
Skem even able to farm some of the walls. And with the creep wave pressuring under the tower, we'll see if John wants to follow up on this, as he is coming in with the charge onto Zai. They'll even be able to take down Zai's courier, so now Zai's in a whole lot of trouble. He's going to get dove upon by the 2 of them. TP's have to come in. Yapsor, he'll head over to make sure that they don't get the kill on Zai. Zai's now going to be out without regen here for a minute. Just does have the Feral Impulse to rely on, but any bit of beating that Skem's able to get in onto him, it's definitely going to last.
Doesn't have any regen, but as you said, Feral Impulse plus sitting near the tower has 9 HP per second regeneration, which is gonna be enough. Januel playing a bit aggressive as a Spirit Breaker. They have this global lineup that they can set things up. You know, you show one hero, Nature Prophet with the TP, Spirit Breaker charge. There's so much kill potential coming out, especially as they start to get levels. Nature Prophet level 5.5. Once he gets that level 6, the global Laguna Blade, as I like to call it, could potentially threaten the kill on the side lanes.
For sure, especially with the amp up of death with Crepify. So it's going to take huge amounts of magical burst as those moves come into play. It's 5-minute runes to come in. Play hard 7 ground trees before Puppey can make it over. So should be able to at least get the 1 in the river. Maybe not, actually. Puppey steps in. Play hard will still be able to pick it up in time. Going to go for the TP out, but Nisha waiting on the high ground, has the extra bit of damage to throw out. Get the kill. So pick up there for Nisha. Skem trying to get aggressive. Yapsor is able to lay down the slow onto Juan well. Puppey coming to the TP.
Nice body block by Januel. He blocked that Rolling Thunder to stop him from TPing. And he can come back to the lane. He was also saving a point in case like, do I need a Sprout, do I need a TP, and mid lane.
I mean, you just can't sort of keep your eyes on the moves that are being made with that focus up top. Yopag knows that there's no real way that Secret can protect Nisha if he just goes in on him. The DD, the level 6, gets Nisha pinned to a tree with a shackle shot and takes him out in the 1v1.
That was pre-Javelin kill, because he had a double damage. If there's no double damage, he does not get a kill. But Yopag, like, he's been amazing. Like, definitely the standout player in the tournament.
A power room for him. Oh no, not to be the case. Puppey will manage to take that haste ring out of the hands of Yopag. Kills like that, Yopag is going to be on track to hit a very early first start timing, and almost certainly going to be that Javelin. Then that mid lane becomes a very dangerous place for Radiant. Not that it has already, of course, him losing his life. Absolute solo kill potential for Yopag in the matchup.
That seems like he wants to just get the same item build, pretty much. He wants to tank it up. He values Guardian Greaves highly against Team Secret, where like you need to bring some extra HP. You need to have a bit of tankiness for the rest of your team. Now they're starting to put some pressure on the top lane. Zai has Shapeshift available, but no book. He needs 50 gold.
Dire's structures
from
are
in,
fortified.
TP backups coming in.
Team Secret, fast and left, just to stop Break from dying from
Full
red.
Ranger, Drama just TP's out straight away. Doesn't want to be a part of this. Lose play hard, but everybody else of Neon able to escape safely. Secret did bring 4 heroes up there to go for that play. Also committing the exorcism. At the end of the day, they just get a support kill out.
And Boots of Travel, I believe, on Wind Ranger, it was Zai.
It was on
they lost that game. It was really hard. They played against
Radiant's
the
top tower
Lycan.
is under attack.
That game, Zai might have gone for it before the Javelin, though, so it was a bit of an awkward build. Zai, of course, didn't work out for him in that game. Talking about Zai, they're closing in on him. He's got the ult on.
Too speedy.
Oh, Snowball actually does still end up catching him, but they've got nothing else to throw down on him, so Zai is fine. And the ults have to be used defensively to get him out of there.
Yeah, you do not want to have that 2 minutes without Shapeshift, but you can still farm the jungle. If you're farming the jungle, that Prophet needs to be in the lane. Like, you can't just have all these heroes in the jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Phase
under
boots going
attack.
into Battle Fury, pretty standard stuff these days. People try to go off.
There you go, Pat. Get the sim. Montanisha, Puppy's coming in. He can't do anything to stop this from happening there. Second time here, Yopaj is just going to be able to find that shackle, set up for the kill on Tanisha.
It's such a strong combo. Tag team plus focus fire, it's always gonna be good. Like this was just tag team level 2, but once you get to level 4, you can also just kill the Roshan with these 2 heroes easily. I can understand why Yopaj is going for the boost of travel to have even more global presence. Like, you can get so much out of the map with their heroes, play hard, getting caught, nice body blocks.
Yeah, and the continued micro there from Zai will set up Venetia to finish off the kill. They are not quite able to walk away. Juan well starting to pick up some levels on the bottom lane. Let's move over to the mid. They expect Javelin, Yopaj ready to start to really hunt down for these kills. I mean, already we're seeing him being able to deal with the shackle and focus fire with the Javelin. He'll be able to take out some of these supports very easily. Hard for Scam top. Right away with the team B, but of course with Yapso around, no chance of an escape.
Good rotation. Like, they used Exorcism twice, didn't get any tower, didn't get any tower damage. Mid-tier 1 tower still full HP.
Matuma's alone. He's only got Puppy by his side. Shackle holds back Matuma Man. Won't actually be able to get up to Puppy though. They do push them back around these rune spawns. Five to 2 at the moment. Secret with the slight lead overall.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
From feeling that once again Yopaj very much in his element. A few hundred gold away from the bots, and then no lane's going to be really safe for Secret. Yopaj constantly on the move. As you mentioned already, just the global potential with the charge and Spirit Breaker, the TP at the Prophet, the bots on the Wind Ranger, they'll be able to make moves wherever.
Yeah, they
Secret
can be
shows.
anywhere on the map. A bit problematic that Januel on Spirit Breaker is only level 4. Tusk took the Tome, so he's level 6.5. So he needs to get some levels. Like, he needs to be able to farm, not necessarily farm the lane, but soak up some experience.
Bottom lane, Yopaj find the setup again.
Dire's bottom tower
Just
is under
walks in,
attack.
shackles out to Matuma Man.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's finding such massive kills already. Just the 3 kills, all on the course. You know, taking down Nisha twice, taking down Matuma. I mean, he is putting the work in here, Yopaj.
He's all over the place. He's chasing the mid now. Does not have a focus fire. I don't think they can get this kill without focus fire.
He's got the siphon going, Nisha. Pretty tanky with that sustain. They're going to still try for this. This player coming in, forcing out some TP reactions. Still getting a nice dodge of the goal there from Play Hard, but he's still full. Secret bringing the ball.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They need more damage, right? They needed like Tusk to be there immediately, or they need a focus fire. If Nisha gets the Spirit Siphons off, like, you're not gonna get that kill.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yopaj, adjusting his item build, you know, he lost the Javelin, bought the Mithril Hammer. He's thinking, maybe, you know, maybe I turn this into Maelstrom, maybe I need a BKB, he'll see how the game develops. Nisha keeping Yopaj.
Very sensible build-up from Yopaj, as you say, giving him those options. I mean, which way do you think he's going to be swayed? I mean, there is a few silences in play between Yapzor and Nisha. Do you think that is enough for him to not upgrade the Maelstrom and just go for the BKB?
Getting an earlier BKB like this, I don't think you want it as a core. Like, this is pretty much the first item BKB. So you will have a 5-second BKB 25 minutes in, which is something that you do not want to have. And they also still have a ton of like physical damage coming out. Yep, you have a Vin run, but
Radiant's bottom
we'll see.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
being scouted out by the movements of Zai's walls.
They will get a lot of value from the Cripify before Necro 3. Necro 3 is done, actually. It's great against Exorcism. It's got pretty much cripples all 3 cores. Against Troll, against Lycan, against Exorcism, it's really, really good.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower
They
is
see
under attack.
the level 3 Necros in play, they can still try to throw it down. It's a massive size on the ground.
Radiant's bottom tower
They're
has
smoking
fallen.
up Secret. Pick the bottom tower, maybe seeing if Obi Neon were going to prepare for a fight off the back of that tower loss, but Obi Neon elsewhere to be found. For the most part, playing over Secrets after that. Yopaj continues to farm away over towards the mid, play hard. We get found by Zai and the summons. Try and survive it with a snowball and the shot. Get for sure there. Now Secret, with that movement, they can start putting some pressure onto the mid tower.
We've seen different builds. One like Zapping and Necro 3.
So, charge coming in down bottom, they're looking for Scan. Trees they go, Yapzor hunts him down, straight in on top of the Nature's Prophet. Scan will fall.
They have so much stuff, like so much chaos in the front lines. You have Exorcism, you have the Necro units, you have Wolves. Like once Earth Grid rolls in, drops down, that's magnified. It's gonna be a big problem for OB Neon. Nisha? Wow. That was so close. Had to use the Yule Scepter and also an Urn Charge. They might go for it.
They could chase him down.
He's still level 5 on Spirit Breaker.
Why not the other? It's going to be the Exorcism heal coming in, so Nisha's going to be picked back up the front. Drama will continue to commit in onto Nisha. TP coming in for Scam. They're going to try and fight Death Prophet. Yapzor and Matsu are still ready to help out. Scam got to back up with the Magnetism being kept upon him by Yapzor. Yapzor continuing to chase. They'll find him in the trees. They'll bring down Scam. And now with the battle chance, Matsu is chasing down Playhard.
He doesn't have anything. No snowball, no ice shard. Should be a kill.
That was a very aggressive move there from OB Neon, trying to capitalize on the charge from Drama. It ends up hurting them big time.
So much tower damage coming up. Because they have Necro units, Exorcism, Trolls, hitting the towers. Good timing on the Battle Fury from the Troll. With the next Exo, they could potentially go and just kill the Roshan with it. It will be up. It's still level 2 Exorcism, so 16 goes instead of 8.
Starting to take over the map a little bit. Yopaj, KP, the gold away. So he's opting to get it online as early as he can. Can commit without the worry of being caught out by Yapzor's jump. Silence from Nisha. Also, of course, that mischance from the axes of Matu. If Matu's able to close in, can cause a lot of issues for Yopaj trying to bring someone down with a focus fire.
I talked about the itemization from Zai. We see most of the time Orchid being built as a second item after Necro 3, which I really, really like. You know, having something to control Pugna, but Pugna will still have, you know, that guardian use, maybe why he's not going for it. But you want to still be able to control like multiple heroes with it, play hard, and do too much damage with silence.
The rest of the side of OB Neon, they've got to run. Not a fight to be taken here with one man down. Zai can get the catch on drop. Well, he does still have a charge though. None of the silence. Hey, Yapzor can. No chance of trauma. Markel bailing out. They're going to try and stand the ground and fight. Get the ball drop down. Secret will respect that back away from the ball. Zai keeping the summons on top of that. Take quite a little bit of damage from this. So Popper fired himself. Will at least manage to farm up some of these summons, get some money for himself.
Oh, what a damage.
Yopaj.
Nisha has good Siphon, but it's just a bit too much.
It was your light that kept the spirits
Yopaj
from
doing his best
crossing
to
over
rectify
Death
these moves the Secret's making against him. As he himself still playing flawlessly. 4-0-0 on Yopaj.
Out of 4 kills. That's
It
just
is all
on him.
Yopaj. Yopaj versus Secret here. He's ready to look for more already. Yopaj. Another shadow. Beautifully set him on to Puppy. Oh, no. Can't play hard. He'll pick up one of the kills. He'll get involved in the action.
If somehow they can manage to sneak in and steal the Roshan from Team Secret, that would be dope. Like, I think they have enough damage with the Focus Fire and Tag Team. Like, they go in. Yeah.
Absolutely. There we go. Into the pit. And a beautiful pickup as well for Yopaj. Finds the throw boat. It's excellent. Having that bit of magical damage coming out from the front. It's going to be there. Secret, they're smoked up. And not moving over here. Anywhere near quick enough. Just on Yopaj.
Spirit Breaker as a 5, you know, struggling a bit, doesn't have that much farm. Tusk is all over the place. They kind of playing with 5s right now.
So it's throwing their bodies around. The two of them pretty much making up the majority of the death, which isn't a bad thing. You know, those 13 of the 14 kills have been the supports. I can't count. 11.
I was not checking. Maybe I need every single time you say a number, I'm like, yeah, take 30 seconds just to check if everything is on point.
Gotta be careful now. Yopaj making moves around the map with the Aegis. BKB, Maelstrom, Arcane Rune in the bowl. Incredibly strong here, 19 minutes in. Of course, whilst his moves are being made, Matu continues to hit perfect timing with the farm. Battle Fury Yasha working on the BKB. Top net worth right now.
They managed to only bring him down once. You know, once you get that BKB, it's gonna be much harder. They still have, you know, Focus Fire, they have Walrus Punch, anything from the Spirit Breaker, but a lot of chaos in Team Secret. Like, they have so much stuff to focus on. Zai finishing the drum, so every single time there is a fight, just pop that drums, you have 8 charges on it. Not a popular item. I know, like, Crit likes to buy it on his Tusk, and every single time there is a fight, he will just use 1 charge.
To sort of step out as a group, but they're never going to catch Yopaj. At this point, unless they get some insane initiation from Yapsir. Even then, BKB and Aegis pretty much going to render Yopaj invincible. Lineup of Secret right now.
And you have magic immunity, you have physical immunity with the Wind Run going into Aghanim Scepter. So you have 2 charges on it, unlocks the max movement speed. Yopaj hunting through runes. Oh, that was so close. If you catch a Zai, like Zai is just straight up dead.
So he took again, trying to push out. It's trades that Obi Neal, they'll take any day of the week.
Bounty.
At this point, Yopaj has been able to pretty much solo kill each of Secret's cores at some point in the game.
He's been involved in 100% of the kills. They don't have many, but I think this shows you how good of a player he is.
Absolutely. So the Dota world is watching, and I mean, everybody is being blown away by Yopaj's performances. And it's not just sort of these one-offs, it's just consistency. And it's such a high level. I mean, up against Team Secret, you're pulling out these level of performances back to back. That's definitely something to be said for that sort of player.
It's not like they won a couple of matches and that's it. They've been pretty consistent throughout this major. And all they need to do is just win one more game.
I mean, already the progress and how far they've made is absolutely something to be proud of. But you can tell with this lineup that they're not satisfied. They want so much more from this major.
Play hard, holding on to Philosopher's Stone, not what you want to have. Like, he can keep it, but in a team fight, I want to see him put it in the backpack, because there's so much damage that you do. Like, it's minus 30 damage, and also Walrus, 350% of that. It's quite a lot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We Neon trying to step up the aggressive posture and try and get something done with the Aegis on your back. Shackles onto a Superman charge coming in as well. Silence down and go back. Superman gonna turn for the action at the BKB. Nisha focused, but Nisha's got the ultimate. Gonna get the battle charge up just in time, but Yopaj can continue to fight it. Goes with the pass and gets back in with another shackle. That Superman's gonna fall as the battle charge comes to an end. That's him and Nisha are dead and gone. The rest of Secret, they've got nothing left to show in this team fight. They've got to back off.
They managed to bring him to like half HP. He uses the ulti, but there's still damage come not from the Vindra. Yopaj, he knows what's up. Like, I need to be able to kill the troll, pop the ulti straight away, you know, goes through the BKB, so he doesn't care too much about it. Aegis regeneration kicks in.
A nicely timed fight, considering that. So, yeah, for the most part, the Aegis, Neon were waiting to see what Secret were doing themselves, and then just using that last minute to get aggressive and have that fallback if it was needed. Of course, it wasn't in the end. Yopaj just able to play it safer enough that didn't even need to have it expended. Keeps it refilled. Now on the map. Secret will be able to come back into action and get on top of it.
That comes for him. Tusk will have a Blink Dagger in the next minute. That's Philosopher's Stone Gold helping out, so they can save people out of the trouble. They can have a much better initiation as well. We're going to talk about Schem. He's having a good game in terms of network. Yeah, but some standard stuff from Schem Nature's Prophet. You know, going for this item build of the Witchblade. It's a 9-second cooldown, so you have those like multiple slows, multiple overtime damage coming out. Has a BKB 9 seconds, going into AC to tank up. All they have is pretty much physical damage, so AC kind of is a natural choice.
Secret seems the move to be made is to just wait for Matu to get his next few items online. Needs at least the Basher to maintain some sort of control when he's trying to get in these fights, because for now he's getting kite. It's not an easy troll game. There's a lot of ways for them to block him off from targets, hold him back. Schem, his AC is going to be online at fantastic timing. In fact, he's keeping up with the farm of Matumba Man Troll. They've got a Battle Fury at a good time. It shows how well Schem's able to just clean up the map.
Yeah, I don't think he died in the last 10 minutes at all. Like, he's been playing very safe. They're gonna smoke. Seems like on side of OB Neon, they're just grouping around. Roshan may respawn in 40 seconds. To this global presence, like they can be anywhere on the map.
Coming in with the shackle, drop, coming in. But he's trying to pass the back with the lockdown of the ultimate. He's just gonna get blown up.
Red of Nature.
I mean, that Nature's Wrath seemed like it did about 1,000 damage. Came in and took him down. It's from across the map.
That's
Gem
like
taking the kill.
The way they're not overlapping.
1,200 damage from that Nature's Wrath.
That's not even 2,000 damage. Like, it's pretty much the perfect execution. It does not get better than this. There are many that everything top lane.
Look at these moves. They just don't stop. Up and down, Secret are just being shaken all over the place. They've got to be prepared for this high activity from OB Neon.
Mid-ranger with Arcane Root. Like, EP will be ready once again in 15 seconds. Anyone tries to split push, he will get caught.
Dire structures are fortified.
The dust is always ready.
Secret.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very difficult for them to really take a fight. Schem and Death putting good damage onto the tier 2.
Roche will be up in 50. They can just go in, like, they have so much damage. They need focus fire for the team fight, I would say. But if they can go inside the pit, tag team, damage coming up from the Nature's Prophet, and the focus fire should be enough. But you need to have, like, sentries ready. You need to be sure that wolves are not scouting you out.
Secret. They may have the leading kills and a little bit in the network, but can't help but feel it. Really, OP Neon in control of the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's a
attack.
2k gold lead for Team Secret, but it's pretty much Neon who are making aggressive moves right now. Team Secret, you still want to contest the Roche.
OP Neon can find a pick-off before Secret get over towards the pit. Secret holding close to one another around the mid lane.
Also, I like how they're sharing items. Play hard was holding Philosopher's Stone until he farmed a Blink Dagger. Now it's Spirit Breaker, who's like, yeah, like this is a perfect item. I don't have any farming tools.
Ramo trying to start something. They have lost the task. Ramo's got to back off now. Push down. There's no fight to be had. Jamo going for the TP out, but Jackson's in with the stun.
This is like perfect time. They get 2 kills, code support, straight to rush. Check the buyback. None of these have buyback, so if they want to take a fight, it's 3 versus 5. I don't think they can. It's just too much damage. Get profit. Execute them level 3. But they're out of 15. Let's see if they can make them busy for a while.
Let's get it low.
And they get a shackle angle. Good line play.
Able to push him back there. Puppy stops any chance of a steal as Matu will claim the Aegis. She will have G's ready for the next fight.
You can see how scared they are. Like Nisha shows on the bottom lane is being in fog to not get charged. Like he's playing it so safe. Goes to the global soldier. Like we're gonna come back and easily goes back into the fog.
Go Patch. Starting up on the Puppy. Well, starts walking quickly up there. High heels, but Puppy's been dusted. As we go set to keep him safe from the focus fire.
Not the combo. Focus fire plus the Cripify. No anti-pro gamer move. Gonna manage to get him. AC done on Lycan.
So we'll have that to dispatch the AC of Scam. Of course, one thing that they will still have to worry about a little, maybe, well, I say that, I mean, even if Secret do go for like some sort of split push, OP Neon can deal with that. So very unlikely, really. The Lycan, the DP's ever going to be in a position by a tower on the other side of the map when OP Neon just have so many ways to TP over and deal with it. Secret have pretty much always got to take a fight. They can't look for any rat plays this game.
Troll has Abyssal Blade queued up. That's going to help out, dealing with mostly Nature's Prophet. You can also like jump Bugna in the back lines, get a burst on him. Like there's so many targets that they need to focus. Yeah,
you get this jump some silence onto Yo Patch there. We'll be fine. Gonna go for the steal here. They put the setup. He's dropping the BKB, but it's too much damage. Nisha will go down. No chance to pop the cheese. It looks like he didn't want to there, maybe deciding against it because he knew it wasn't a fight that he could turn around. Still, that's him down for a minute.
And he's TPing on Treants on the top. He gets a good shackle angle. That was close.
Won't get the dash this time, but he's got back up. They're in onto Zai TP as well. From Scam, Matchew's going to try and turn out the wall Scam, but the BKB is taking the Lancy, continues to try for this. The shackle goes out, shot down by the pass, but the defense is defended by keeping Bravo safe. Then I get to back away, but he still gets found by Axel with the hit. All over the wall, Scam, focus by Matuma about the Matuma, then he's rainbow by death, and the edge is gone. And they're ready to go for a second round. Silence by Axel, Jackal, over onto Matuma man. If they can finish this, he's going to take it out. The snowball comes out and play hard into the shot. Yo Patch, he's not done yet. Excellent. Locks down Poppy, he's got the two of us. Robbie and Axel. Held in position and takes out Poppy. Over for Jackal. Jackal out as well, and P1.
That's a full 5-man team wipe. They only use buyback on Spirit Breaker, and they have a wave on top. Like, they're so fast. OP Neon so quick to respond, like with the boost of travel. He also found the perfect item. Spider-Man, Agate Center on the wind range. It's like one of the most obnoxious things to play against.
Very little Secret can do to push them back here.
He's super fun. He has that Ethereal Blade, try to keep them alive, and you're also like amplifying damage on the power shot.
I can't push them back. This is going to be a free rack for OP Neon. Deservedly so after that incredible team wipe. No chance of Secret defending here.
He's going into Daedalus. Like, that's gonna be so much damage coming out from the Wind Ranger.
The secret, I mean, what's the plan? I mean, the last few fights have just gone disastrously for them. Matsu's just getting dealt with. They're able to wait out the BKBs and just continue to kite it. Like, when does this game get easier for the Trop?
They need to get like a nullifier. They still have like Necro, but they have tools to deal with that. Also, it's so much easier for Yopaj right now to get himself in a good position with the Spider Leg, with the Aghanim Scepter for a Shackle, and there's always going to be threats like Sprout into Shackle combination. I heard he even wants to get that E-Blade.
Any sort of way to try and protect people from focus fire, but even then, as we've seen, that they got magical bursts and defensive capabilities.
They have no saves. Like Team Secret, if they land a good Shackle plus focus fire, that hero's just straight up dead.
Yeah.
Perfect game from Yopaj. He's still involved in 100% of their kills.
And with the way that they play, I feel like we may see that right up until the end. Yopaj is always with the team, and even when his team's not with him, he's still getting the kill. We'll see again on this last team fight now. Matsu is in with the BKB, but just never really able to lock down the target. Even at the very end, you know, Jarmo getting a bit more time. Yapson does catch him with a nice kick.
And this the Cripify, a lot of value from the spell, as we kind of expected. Still dies in the end, but they managed to get the full team wipe there.
Smoke up from Obi Neon. Secret, understandably keeping themselves held in the base. It's a spooky map right now. Obi Neon on the prowl, looking for action, looking for kills.
Oh, I love this from Death. Wait, whose healing salve is this on the ground? Is that another, like, yeah, try to drink this, we'll poison you? Where Puppy's standing? Yeah, Observer trying to find, there it is. There it is, a present on the ground. They're not falling for it again.
Crip. Been out, smoked up. Obi Neon, almost certainly aware of it. Oh well. There you go. And onto Puppy. TP's coming in. Puppy trying to get back with it. Got the dodge. September, there's the control. Jarmo gets it beyond. Trying to take down Skip at the back of the play. Comes with the punch. The punch to the man. Continue to kill. The batter comes down to the back. The gun tries him. Brings himself away from the Timberman. Timberman pull back to get his hands on play hard.
Gets the cheese off.
Two of them. Buyback from Puppy. Secret can they chase for more?
They need to get more. This is going to be the fourth kill. Still did not manage to bring Yopaj. Like, Mitch probably didn't deal too much damage in that fight. He was pretty much stuck in the trees, deciding whether I need to DP out. Cheese comes out on the Dead Prophet, and they managed to get the kill. Like, this is like super late Cheese, but they've been managing to burst down Nisha before he can get it off, and now it really pays off.
Yopaj. Maybe seeing if you can find a solo kill, but if he's coming in, there won't be a window to get Zai. Mid lane though, Matsu and Puppy pushing out. Maybe Yopaj sees as an opportunity here. He'll have play hard back in 10 seconds.
Under attack.
Very close. Like, you can see one mistake can cost you a team fight. I like this from Scam. He's going for Heaven's Halberd. You're kind of going to cripple Lycan and Troll at the same time. It's going to give you most evasion.
They're pushing in the two of the Matsu's dead. I mean, that was an incredibly greedy aspect from Secret. Puppy and Matsu pushing up to the high ground. Not respecting Yopaj one bit. As Yopaj gets the double kill. Silence, they're in there on top of it. Yopaj.
Oh, that bird. There's the spell from the Lycan Wolves. From the Metro unit, sorry.
Back to the play on. Trying to come into this for Secret. He's going to have a shot to take it down. Roshan coming in with the charge. Play hard, find a bit of time for himself, but he's getting lost. Can he actually get back up to the high ground? He can't. Tie back from play hard. Secret. They may have lost Poppy and Matumba Man. They're still able to come in with a good hit against Obi Neon. Fight's not over yet. It's onto the side. Scam TPing in. Garwell coming over towards Yapsor. Has the light there. Nope. Catches Yapsor. So was able to get the roll off in time.
The Roche respawn.
Ooh.
Aghanim Blessing. I'm wondering who's going to take that one.
I mean, yeah, who's making the best case for it right now?
I don't mind Touch. Like, I would love to see Touch picking it up. He's dead for 60 seconds, but yeah, he can still get it. But not the best. Like, you need to be able to kick people out.
Secret's going to try and push him away from the pit here. Nisha does have exorcism available if he wants to commit. Yopaj still down to 30 seconds.
Nisha, Neon disc ready, but did not assemble it.
And the ghost around Nisha. Looking to take this away from OB Neon. OB Neon, and they can't really get in with the three of them. It's going to be very hard. I think they're bailing on it. They're going to have to let Secret take this one. Secret, they'll get the Aegis.
Aghanim Scepter picked up by Troll, so he has way of dispelling things for himself. He can dispel the enemies. A lot of value coming on from this axe on Troll. Like, this is a free axe. This is 6,000 gold pretty much. That's enough to take up your slot. They're chasing. Nisha bottom lane has the cheese, has the cheese.
Yopaj, it's a bomb. Shackle. As he will put the heel dish now together. Bravo coming in with the ultimate, now tries to run away, but Superman and Yamcha they bend over. Bravo cannot charge out in time. They bring him downside. Puppy trying to chase over Yopaj. Yopaj turns, Shackle out to Zai, but he's going to bail. He knows the rest of the secret, the rest of the team secrets on the way over.
Troll getting recalled.
He goes down, about to hit with the jump pistol, but the same there for the stone. Comes up the play, under the stone. He's never get the BKB at the back. Target for Cromwell. Now he's on the Superman for now. The Superman is out on the low ground. Yopaj trying to keep the distance. The tower head's coming in. Yopaj checks back on the walls. Superman takes down the watch. The Aegis is going over the side. Nisha holding the ground. Getting stands his ground. You'll set the bulldogs. Nisha's still good to go. Roll ball for Yato. Straight on the wall. Keeps it back.
He needs 50 gold for the buyback. Like, these cheese, this Aegis, also Troll, now having another way of dispelling things. They have two items. They have Necro, they have Aghanim Scepter, and they will have eventually Nullifier on the Lycan, which needs to farm another 2,000 gold. But these are like some costly buybacks right now. They use multiple Team Secrets. They're not stopping. They want to go in.
Superman really coming into his element now. 17k lead off the back of those last few fights. Secret getting rather far ahead. OB Neon, they can't afford any more fights like that. The base push starting to come in. Secret, let's see if they can try and push that buyback out of Scab. Tier 3 goes down. The exorcism. Tron, the light, and they take this building very, very quickly. The bottom set of ranks will be eliminated. The Secret,
they're not
over to the mid lane.
Exorcism still up for another 15 seconds.
All they can do to stop this push. Charge it on with the Mammoth and Mammoth. Gamble the Yopaj. Yopaj possibly can he get that? Play hard. In a shot, ready for the buyback. The charge over on Superman, and Superman has been drawn. It's very difficult for the battle drop. As Superman will get taken out. He's dead for 100. Needs to put the BKB TPs out of this. So the attempt to chase it, as they're going to go straight for Zai. Zai is on the run. Will get dragged back to safety.
800 movement speed on a Wind Ranger with ability to go through. They're chasing Lycan.
They're still trying for Zai. Still got that ult. He will have a bit of time left on the hate screen after he comes out of it. Big Banshee's coming out from John well. Zai gets back up the high ground. Looking on the high ground, never going to be there. Still down right two of them.
Pushing them all out.
Yopaj. They'll want to push in on this OB Neon. It's a 4-minute no for Superman.
They need to do something. He does not have a buyback. He needs 100 gold. There is a bounty rune on the map, so potentially Team Secret could pick it up and he will have the buyback. Next Roche is not going to respawn for a very long time, so they have no real play to go for.
They'll be able to grab the bounty themselves. It's going to put Yopaj very close to having the full Daedalus as well as buyback gold available. Probing on themselves. They will have to be a bit careful with Scam's placement in the next few fights with his buyback being on cooldown after committing it there to push back Secret. And of course, once they did push back Secret, they did still lose the melee ranks in the mid and the bottom.
Wind Ranger at level 25, so 25% cooldown reduction is just going to be so obnoxious for Catcher. They need MKB, they need the nullifiers. and they're coming out. They're gonna come out in the next 5 minutes. Nullify done, so they can deal with the Decrypify, deal with the Wind Ranger's Wind Run. Also, Nature's Prophet bought back in the previous fight. Like, he did not want the buyback. It was very close for him to respawn, but they thought, you know, we need to go. We need to go. We need to try to make stuff happen. He's also level 25. No cooldown on a TP, working towards Satanic. Full Heart of Death Prophet. She's also level 25 a couple of minutes ago, so very hard to kill.
Sword performance of the map. The best pickups here for the Troll. Damage, extra attack range means that when he's going crazy with the battle trance, it's a bit more difficult for him to break away from his reach.
I have bunting for you. Haste. Pull roots and run.
Radiant are scanning.
Bounty. Let us fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Visibility.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Got it. The seeds are fought.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Go this way.
Radiant are scanning.
Vanishing winds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Ready for a comeback. And water. I've seen the world without it. Got it. Seeds of fortune.
Roshan has fallen to the battle.